done for yourself lately? You there? Who's criticizing me? What have you done for yourself greatly? You there? Who's criticizing me? Criticizing me. Criticizing me. Welcome to the On Point Argument channel. It's Decimal Point, Mr. Talk the Truth. Get to the root, I'm still here. It's Decimal Point, Mr. Talk the Truth. Them call me a brute, I don't care. Alright, okay. Today, my friends, my peeps, my brethrens, ones and ones, today's topic is enemies. Not so friendly, I'm aware. Not so friendly. But we're going to talk about the enemies. What caused them to come around? What caused them to turn into your enemy? And how them can keep you in line. So, before we get into that now, some may think that their enemies are the worst people on earth, as they tend to make your present surroundings uncomfortable. So, before you run from any uncomfortable situation because of a specific person, just remember that nothing is new under the sun. Some more people exist with those same negative traits. I can tell you, your potential enemies on their way in your life right now. Right now as we speak. Yes, don't look over your shoulder. You're not going to see them like that. So, you can't be prepared for them. Well, you can prepare yourself mentally, but most time you don't know who is who. So don't run towards them because you don't know who is who. But they are located in various places in your life. Various locations. Your community. Oh God. Some of us have some neighbors to deal with. No, I tell you, make you want to change your real estate for a real escape. No, I'm not playing. If you want to know what's going on in your life, ask your neighbor, especially when them hate you. They can tell you how many leaves fall to the floor and how many remain on the tree in your yard. May I tell you? However, we're not going to stress on the neighbor too much. Because guess what now? Your neighbor is not as bad as this next set of people. Your co-worker. Yeah. You share fence line with your neighbor. You don't have to rub shoulders with your neighbor. But you have to rub shoulders with your co-worker in that small space for 8 to 12 hours, 5 to 6 days per week. Stress and depression awaits. Give them the buzzer. Price is wrong. Yo, in your workplace, the other place where you can have a strong enemy base, is that the job? Sometimes I wonder what some coworker really believe. No, check it. Some of them behave like you're obligated to them more than your actual job description. I tell you, more than your actual job description. Now you should be paid overtime, or get incentive just to deal with some of them alone. Just them alone is a different package. Yeah, man. Some of them believe that your personal life and them supposed to mix. Bridging. And if you dare keep yourself to yourself, this piss them off so much. You think you violated your contract? As if you had a personal contract with them and not the company. No, bro. Them watch what you carry for lunch. Them have opinion on who come look for you. Them talk about where them see you on the weekend and if the girl did look good. I'm going to give co-workers them own video. Yeah. Then, this next set of enemy, the bloodline enemies. Oh, some relative worse than your neighbor and your co-worker. Because you can't change your bloodline, when you can cut off some people. You cut off your bloodline too, but you and them related, man. Right? It's just creepier to deal with. Them hate you because, just for nothing. Some of your relatives hate you because you're the most successful one in the family. Some of them hate you because you could be the first sibling to go to college. And that cause hatred. Enemy build up. Look here, man. Resentment come from all angles, man. Once the person is a human or once it's the mammal, yeah. Because once it's a person, you cover human already. Once the mammal is a human, him liable for hate. And talking about bloodline hatred, you see inheritance? Sometimes what's left for you in a will, deadly, can cause other relative to lose it, lose love for you. Some people meet there, say, before I even go off on that one, make I say this part calm. Some people meet their demise because a relative set it up, especially over land. Error. Okay. Especially over land. People do things to people. Alright. Most victims, if them could come back and talk, they would tell you who set up the demise. But leave it at that. Most of you can relate to this. Who left? Who is alive? Suspect certain family member, but yeah. But watch out now. Look at this. Look here now. However, remember I tell you, the deadliest enemies of them all is your spouse. Error. Yo. Especially for men. Fellas. Yes, ones and ones, brethren. We as men have all experienced the fangs of a Jezebel. Tell me I'm lying. If your first girlfriend turn wife and you've been with her for a long while and you think you found a Mary, well, good for you. Not all of us are that lucky. Some of us get some regrets. Hello. The woman that you're involved with is not the same woman betray you, No. She changing a different character right in front of you. You wonder if you ever sit in a hearing with a woman in a court that you used to been with. You really ask yourself if me really used to eat from this person when them cook. May I tell you? Yo, it's like when an actor play different roles in a movie. In this one, he or she is the protagonist. In the next movie, them is the villain. And when you see the villain side of them, you're like, yo. Let me tell you this. Your bitter baby mother or bitter wife decide to use the government against you. I want you to look at me and tell me I'm talking foolishness. Don't tell me not in all cases. Your case not try yet. And it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. Yes, sir. But while we're talking about enemies now, hold on. Look how we're talking about enemies. You know most time your wife or girlfriend cheat on you with your best friend or a very close relative. And while your relationship is falling apart, that man will behave as if you are the one destroying your marriage when he is the main contributor. We're talking about enemies. Yes, them come from various sections. Different form, but them can come. Don't take them light. You see, if you and somebody have a quarrel and malice begins, that's not too bad. Because you're aware of that person, you say you guard up. Yeah, guard up. Yes, you're aware, you're prepared. Right. But when your enemy tends to show you the brightest hypocritical smile, that can cause you to build a false trust between you and such. Then you leave yourself open to destruction. Oh my word. Error. You never know. But, focusing on your enemy can cause you to lose focus on your goals in life. Yes, which is very important, your goals in life. And this is not just modest talk. They can make you lose focus on what's important to you. Your enemies can be a downfall if you allow it. This is how my enemies keep me in line. When I see my enemies, I am on my best behavior. If a person step on my toe and my enemies happen to see, I tell the person sorry, just for peace. You don't know where confrontation going to lead to, And I'm not going to destroy myself with emotions. Certainly not. So, if I'm in a bad mood and my enemy is around, I'm going to show a brightness on my face. Happy, smile. Right there, so. May I tell you the truth? Brightness all the way. Because that's us, it's just what it is. So we have to know what we are doing when it comes to them. Remember this. Remember, your enemy wants to see your downfall. And the greatest joy for them is if you self-destruct. That's why I don't break the law. I don't break the law because I know they want to either see me deleted or end up behind bars. So I use my enemies to better myself. Yeah. It's disrespect I got. Why I went back to school. Somebody said something to me. It was disrespectful, but it was the truth. And going back to school, I fell in love with a new girl. Her name is Reading. Yes, she is the real thing. No regrets there. Believe you me, they put me on a road, and I'm glad they said what they said. So, don't watch how I pronounce certain words. The Jamaican dialect is still embedded. Right? It is still embedded, so you have to sit with me, or you have to sit with me. Prim and proper. But the ultimate lesson my enemy taught me is not to be like them. That was my lesson. Anyway, we're going for a break. Give this track a listen while you get something from the fridge. Cool. Alright, return after this. Yes.
My enemies, good morning. Decimal ask you what you doing. My enemies, good morning. I'm just asking what you brewing. My enemies motivate me. I gonna make it, let them see. My enemies bring motivation. Too ignorant, they don't understand. My enemies motivate me. I gonna make it, let them see. My enemies bring motivation. Too ignorant, they don't understand. Well, you have my name all over the place. Hey, you know mine, cause that's time waste. While you sit and watch my own, I do me and stash my own. On me, I focus, counterfeit. Them bogus can't be on my mind. Don't know ya, nothing to prove, nothing to show ya. My enemies motivate me. I gonna make it, let them see. My enemies bring motivation. Too ignorant, they don't understand. My enemies motivate me. I gonna make it, let them see. My enemies bring motivation. Too ignorant, they don't understand.
Yes, return. We are here. Hope everybody mind clear up. Click the link in the description to listen to the entire song on YouTube. Wow. Hey, we all know that thinking about your enemy will bring you down in spirit. Even before they make another move on you. Just the very thought of them can weaken your immune system. Yeah, so don't think about them. So you have to be careful. Love yourself more than how you hate your enemy. The best way that to survive. Love yourself more than how you hate your enemy. Because why some people are your enemies though? You ever ask that? Why some people are your enemies? You don't have to do them nothing for them to hate you. People hate you for various reasons, and some of these sometimes are very stupid reasons. Very, very stupid. I mean, people become your enemy because they can't control you. You find that trait in most people, especially the ones from the hinder city, who believe that they should have a say in your life, even as complete strangers. No. Now, as I mentioned in a video before, that if you don't laugh up and talk up with inner city people, this will cause them to hate you. Because they believe that they are entitled to everything, including embrace. Inner city people oppress each other the most, not the government. You know, another thing that causes people to hate you, you know. Another thing that causes people to hate you. You improve your life. Now, this one is very common. People becomes your enemy because you improve your life. Not just monetarily. Improving your knowledge can cause problem. Improving your vocab can cause problem. How much of you was in a mediocre situation? And in anything at all, your personality, your finances, your deportment, and you make a positive change. And those who was close to you start resent you. They just start resent you. Why? Them start saying negative things. Like you're behaving like you're better than others. You know, behave no way. You know, change nothing. Everything is okay. Why them have to say that? Right? And then them have this one. There's this one in Jamaica that they like to say, you're not coming from nowhere, so you must humble. Look here. I'm not coming from nowhere, you know. But you and I are not going nowhere together. Let me just clear up that no. We're not going nowhere together. Don't bother with the death card. Don't pull the death card. Say all of us is going to die one day because even, yes, that is so true. So like how that is the truth, all of us going to die one day, allow me to live my life without you. That's the best thing you can do for me. This one journey that we get, please don't be a part of it. Thank you. Yep. But, alright. But they just don't want you to improve yourself in no way. You're not doing them anything. But they already put you in a box for them brain. In their head, mind space, and put you in a box. And you must not come out. When you come out, them have a problem. It's just life. You know when people are, you know when people are toxic? Is when you move out of the toxic environment. So when you move out of the toxic environment and you stand off and look at it, you say to yourself, say, wow, was I there? Yes, you were. When you're in a certain situation or lifestyle, people who are in a similar situation tends to identify themselves with you. And if you ever give them the impression that we're not equal, hatred begins. I'll show you a perfect example of people who like to equal up. And people who like to identify themselves with you. A group of man. And them see a girl. Average girl, hot girl, whatever. I don't even like call a girl hot. Because you know makeup help them. But them see a girl. Nobody wants to talk to her. They're more likely to talk to them one another about her and whisper to one another and giggle like 15-year-old. One of them get brave enough and go talk to her and get through. Him and her in a relationship. All of a sudden, all of the friends them start talk to her. No. That is when, why you think that happen? Them identify themselves with them friends. So they're like, oh, if she like him, she will like me too. And there we have a problem. No leaders, just followers. So you just have to understand yourself. Now, even this situation here, why some people move out of certain situation, why people tend to move away when they improve. A person graduate from university, I improve themselves any other way, but I like use the university graduates because most of them come up the ranks, them study them way to the top. And them from the hinder city, lower economical scale. And as them get the certificate and they get the first employment, they run off, rent an apartment for arm and leg prices. No, they didn't do that because of hype. They are running for peace of mind. Peace of mind is what they are running to. So them run, them pay the rent, pay the high bills that come with it. Because look here, in the hinder city, there's no peace of mind. No peace of mind is in substandard living. So people run. That caused them to be hated also. People say, oh, them are hype. Them get big job and go and live uptown. Yes. Because even some of you problem people down in certain regions, on well want to live uptown too. So, nothing wrong with living uptown. We are run for peace of mind. Yo. As for me, I like to give people that vibe that you and I are not companions. Even if you have more material assets than me, even when you have more degrees than an entire circle, I am just not the type of person to even up with nobody, rich nor poor. I even up with nobody. Learn that. You can tell I have a lot of enemies, right? I have quite a few because I don't kiss up to them and make them feel important. I don't go around agitating people though. I don't do that. I just don't worship people. And this is a problem. Talking about praises, people want you to praise them. Not praising people can cause them to hate you as well. Who can identify with this? I like to question my audience. How many of you listening know somebody hate you because you don't show them godlike reverence? Comment section will talk to me about that. People will hate you because you don't praise them so they can feel like they are above you. And it doesn't work like that. That's how them stay. And if you're waiting on me to praise you, it is easier for a fat man to get 6-pack in 1 week than me praise you. Learn that. You see, even when you don't take part in a certain fellowship, that can build enemy. Even not taking part in some activity with the group can cause emotions to cross wire. Back to co-workers, after work activity. Nothing going. Hey. You see, after work activity, not going to these gatherings makes your co-workers feel a certain way. Poor thing. They don't even realize that you and them are not friends. Just acquaintances who put their lunches in the same fridge. And that can be dangerous too. But leave that alone. We're not accusing anybody. Yeah. And check out the community again. In some communities, mostly in their city, which tends to have a lot of informal outside gathering. Sometimes I wonder if these people don't have nothing to do at home. If you don't come outside and smile and gossip, they hate you for not taking part in the amateur destructive behavior. Error. And, hey, when people say friends turn them back, remember your enemy don't forget you. Your enemy will never forget you. And they keep track on your life, wondering if you fall off or wondering where you're at. Your enemies are very dangerous, but they tell a lot of truth about you because all of the negative traits you have, they're quick to point it out, which you can adjust and make you a wonderful person. So those people that don't like you, you can use them as stepping stone. Because my enemies are my stepping stone, they are my floor cloth, they are my therapist, they are everything. I use them. Yeah, I'm not afraid to say it. I use them. So if you want to be my enemy, prepare to be used. Not friends. I don't use friends. I take care of friends, but I use enemy. So we're going on. Anyway, my people, remember to like, share, subscribe. My email is in the link if you want to contact me. Remember, we have beats. Why I mentioned that? I'm out. Peace.
If you want information on a good time, like, share, make sure subscribe. On point argument with decimal point. Like, share, make sure subscribe. Like, share, and subscribe. Click the bell icon, you will be notified of my uploads. Don't be petrified. We are just here to have a good time.